Oh gosh, please stay away from me. There's a little ant here. Hi Soul Tribe, this is Priyanka, and I'm currently sitting in the jungle of Peru on this retreat called Journey to Peru, led by Fabian and Daniela. Fabian's Instagram is Realization Nation, and Daniela's Instagram is Daniela Rojas. And yesterday I had my first experience with Kambo, and I just wanted to kind of go over that. So Kambo is a medicine that comes from the tree frog here in the Amazon. It is the secretion of the tree frog, and so the shamans that work with the medicine go at night and they ritual and they call down the tree frogs, and then they very humanely take the secretion from the frog with prayer and ritual. The frog is safe. Don't worry, no animal cruelty here. And that's how they obtain the medicine. And Kambo is an entirely physical experience. You won't be out of your body. You'll be completely in your body, and you will have a very physical experience if you choose to sit with Kambo. So the way that the medicine is administered is there's some marks, some holes that are burned into your skin, just the first layer of your skin, and then the Kambo is applied. I'll go over that a little later when I share my story with it. And this medicine works goes straight into your lymphatic system, into your bloodstream, and it causes you to purge and release so much shit. It causes you to release just toxins that are built up in your system, energies that no longer serve you. It is a very physical experience of just releasing what doesn't belong in your body anymore. And it's very antibacterial, antimicrobial. It stimulates your immune system. I'm going to link some articles down in the description below that go over the science of it. You can go through them and read them yourself if you wish. These are scientific studies that have been conducted. So that is how Kambo works, and my experience here at the retreat was very profound. I chose to sit with the medicine last night, and so ceremony was held by Daniela and Fabian, and they opened up the space. We had our purge buckets next to us with tissues, and they were there to hold space for us and take care of us. And so they opened the space with ritual and prayer, and then we drank about 2 liters of water. And after we downed those 2 liters, we were administered Kambo. So as a first-timer Kambo, they had suggested that first-timers only apply 1 Kambo to 1 of the dots. To see how the body reacts to it. So after I drank my water, I was sitting, meditating, waiting for the medicine to be administered. And Daniela administered me my medicine. Beautiful sister and medicine worker, medicine woman. Thank you for everything that you do. So when it was my turn, she came around. We took deep breath between each burn, which didn't hurt at all, very gentle, and it was administered on my arm. Here it is. And after the 3 burns were administered into my skin, the Kambo was applied onto one of them, and immediately after the Kambo was applied, my heart started to race. You essentially take on the essence of the tree frog, and I just began to feel everything rush around me. I began to feel my heartbeat out of my chest, and I began to feel just tingles and flow throughout my body. And then just that one dot had caused me to purge. And so Daniela came around and applied Kambo on the two of them. The rest of the dots, or all three of them, had Kambo on them. And so that I purged, but I purged the water that I had drank. And after that purge had happened, I immediately felt the need to go down there. So I literally went under where we were doing Kambo. I just felt the call. I just needed to be on the land. And I purged however I needed to down there. And I didn't really realize when I fell unconscious, but I believe I did, because I felt my heart beating out of my chest. And when I opened my eyes, Daniela was holding me. She was holding me and she was beating my chest and with her hands, and she was telling me, you're okay, affirming to me that I was okay. And right after I had regained consciousness, I grabbed onto the nearest wooden pole that was by me, and I immediately began to feel more like vomit coming up. And this is where just all this shit like came out of my body. It was the bile. First you purge the water just to get the process started, and then you purge this bile. The Kambo works by just going throughout into your body and then bringing those toxins into your gut and your stomach, and then it causes you to purge those toxins that have been built up over time. And what I mean by toxins are, this is just my belief. I know many people don't believe in toxins that come from a scientific background, but I do believe that us as humans are intaking and inhaling and eating just food and chemicals and applying to our skin chemicals that aren't really natural. They're very synthetic. They're not really meant for our body to have. And so when I purged this bile, it was the most foul tasting thing, but it felt so good to just rid my body of it. And I've been on a whole foods diet for about a year and a half now, and I'm a Reiki healer, and I juice. So I would assume that my body was pretty clean, but the Kambo released some shit that I had in me that I didn't even know I had. And for me, when I reflected later, it kind of tasted like the makeup that I applied onto my skin when I was a kid, and all the perfume that I used, and just like all of like the processed food that I ate, but not so much the processed food as it tasted like fragrance and makeup and like synthetic lotion before I used coconut oil. Felt like that's what my body released, like shit from my that was applied to my skin, absorbed from my largest organ, and inhaled straight out. And after I had that purge, I went back up to the ceremony space, and then I was breathing, and then Daniela walked over to me, and she asked me how I was doing, and she asked me how my womb was, and my womb was feeling tight. So I said, it's feeling a little tight. And so she performed womb healing on me, and there was no physical purge, but there was an energetic purge. While she was massaging my womb, I just kept shaking uncontrollably. And I know subconsciously and energetically there was a lot of trauma in my womb, whether it be from my sexual assault in this lifetime, or whether it be from all of the shame about myself and my sexuality and my goddess essence that I carry that was just released, and ancestral trauma in my womb. As women, we carry all of our trauma in our womb, and it was shaken out of me. And after that, after she had given me womb healing, I felt in so much ease and peace. And although I had just gone through such a physical experience, I felt so much clarity, and I felt so much alignment. And I was tired because it was midnight, but I was having trouble falling asleep because I was so awake. I felt so cleared after, mentally and really, really physically. My headache that I've been carrying for some time was just gone. I don't have a consistent headache, but I get headaches here and there, and it was just gone. The heaviness that I felt in my chest that I normally feel was gone. And it was just such a profound and beautiful experience. And I really, just from the bottom of my heart, thank these beautiful medicine people. Daniela and Fabian, thank you for introducing the world to these medicines and for bringing these medicines to humans, to us. We need them. Yeah, but that was my experience with Kambo. I also just wanted to add that while on Kambo, a lot of people experience resistance, and saying, why did I even get myself into this? What's happening? Why did I choose to do this to myself? And although gratefully so, I didn't experience any of that because I believe in medicine from the land. I believe in the power of the medicines, and I trust the medicines. But I just encourage you, if you choose to ever partake in Kambo, please breathe through it and know that the medicine's doing its job, and that your choice is a good one. You were called to the medicine for a reason. Medicines come to you when you're ready. And it was just a really, really beautiful experience, and I hope to sit with Kambo as regularly as not required, but recommended for maintenance, or just for further cleansing and for further purification of my energetic and physical body. But yeah, I just wanted to share, and today we're going to be sitting with one more medicine tonight, and I will see how called I feel to share that experience. But thank you for listening to me and for holding space for my experience. And I hope that this was of service to you in some way. Thank you so much, and take care, Soul Tribe.